Budgeting apps can be a double-edged sword, and ignoring the warning signs could cost you. Many people dive into these tools, believing they're gaining control over their finances, but a hidden trap often lurks beneath the surface. You open your app excited to track your spending, but that initial thrill quickly fades. What's really happening? These apps are designed to keep you engaged, sometimes manipulating your emotions in the process. At first, those colorful graphs of your spending can feel empowering, but they can soon become overwhelming. You might find yourself comparing your financial journey to others, making your unique situation feel less valid. This is a trap that many fall into. Even worse, these apps often encourage you to set unrealistic goals. You might think you'll save $500 this month, but when unexpected expenses arise, you're left staring at that unattainable goal, feeling defeated. Instead of guiding you, the app can start to feel like a judge, turning budgeting into a source of stress rather than empowerment. Now, consider the stakes. Ignoring these signs can lead to confusion instead of clarity. You keep spending thinking you'll check in later, but that later never comes. Before you know it, your savings are depleted and you're left questioning where it all went. This cycle can spiral out of control quickly, and the consequences can be dire. It's essential to evaluate your relationship with your app. Is it empowering you or causing anxiety? Look for ways to simplify your approach. Remember, budgeting should be a pathway to freedom, not a stressful chore. If any of this resonates with you, it may be time to rethink your strategy. Your financial health is crucial. Don't let a budgeting app dictate your journey. Have you ever felt a wave of anxiety just from opening your budgeting app? If so, you're definitely not alone. Many people experience that sinking sensation when tracking their finances, but not everyone understands why. What if I told you these apps are more than just handy tools? They can become psychological traps, subtly changing how you think about money, without you even realizing it. Imagine this: you're excited to sort out your budget. You start entering your expenses, and suddenly that excitement turns into dread. It might feel like it's just you, but there's a hidden stress signal lurking beneath the surface. These apps can amplify your fears, making financial worries feel even bigger with every notification. Those alerts could be triggering stress hormones in your brain, clouding your judgment instead of bringing clarity. As you scroll through spending categories, every number can feel like a judgment against you. These apps aren't just tracking your spending, they're reshaping your emotional connection with money. Picture a late night when you can't sleep because you keep thinking about that budget app. Did I overspend this week? That's the trap. The more you engage with it, the more it triggers that endless loop of anxiety. If you're nodding along, it might be time to ask yourself, are you budgeting or are you stressing? The line between the two is thinner than you might think. Before diving deeper into your budget, consider a common pitfall. How often do you compare your spending habits to others? The app provides benchmarks, but what if those numbers aren't realistic for you? It can be disheartening when your figures don't match up. Here's where things get tense. The more you stress, the more you might avoid checking your finances altogether, creating a vicious cycle. You pull away, and then your budget spirals out of control. So, what can you do about it? Start by tuning into your feelings. Are you feeling overwhelmed or inadequate? Recognizing those emotions is the first step to regaining control over your budget. Next, consider limiting your notifications. Give yourself permission to step back. Your financial health shouldn't come at the expense of your mental well-being. As you take these steps, reflect on this: your budget should empower you, not paralyze you. The surprising psychological traps of budgeting apps are everywhere, but you have the tools to navigate them wisely. So the next time you open your app, try to approach it with a fresh mindset. Remember, budgeting is a journey, not a sprint. Take it at your own pace and let your financial wellness shine through. Have you ever opened a budgeting app and still felt just as lost financially? It's like having a map without knowing your destination. Let's dive into the surprising psychological traps these apps create, often without us even realizing it. Picture this: you launch your app eager to track your spending. But instead of clarity, you're met with confusion and anxiety. While these apps promise control, they can sometimes leave you feeling overwhelmed. You might think, I just need to log my expenses and set some goals. However, the design of these apps can actually shape your mindset. Fire not just tools, they can be psychological games that either empower you or keep you feeling stuck. Imagine this scenario: you splurged a bit at a cuff, and your app pings you with a reminder to stay on track. Instead of feeling motivated, that notification brings on guilt. In that moment, the app is just tracking your spending, it's judging you. These notifications can create a cycle of shame, reinforcing a negative narrative about your spending habits and making you associate budgeting with stress instead of freedom. There's another layer to consider. Some apps gamify saving with badges and rewards. Sounds fun, right? But what if you become so focused on earning those rewards that you lose sight of your real financial goals? The thrill of collecting points can distract you from effective money management. Consider this: you set a monthly budget and stick to it for 2 weeks. Then, temptation strikes: a spontaneous dinner with friends. That indulgence feels great, but the guilt that follows, that's the hidden trap. You might think, what's the point? And abandon your budget altogether. Now, let's dig deeper. You find yourself in a cycle of binge budgeting, spending hours tweaking your app while your financial situation stays the same. The more you adjust, the more frustrated you become. It's like running on a treadmill: you're moving, but not really getting anywhere. But there's a way out. What if you shifted your perspective? Instead of viewing your app as a strict overseer, see it as a tool for empowerment. Turn those notifications into reminders of your progress, not pitfalls. You can customize your app to celebrate small wins, not just spotlight failures. Every dollar saved can be a victory. It's all about your mindset. As we wrap up, let's reflect. Budgeting apps can be powerful